Make sure I'm live. We did it the other day and I did the whole read. Didn't realize I forgot to push the live button, so it was just for me. I started over and did it again. But we had some amazing people, a lot of amazing people that waited like 20 minutes for me. So welcome to 1111 True Crime. We're off to a good start today. We've got sound and we're live. Welcome to the live chat. Welcome to the live that aren't in chat. And welcome to replay. Now, if you're live with me in chat, we have the private eyes starting it off. And then we're going to hand it over to everybody. And you'll be able to ask your questions. So we'll go about 10 minutes for the members. And that being said, we're on the Nancy Guthrie case. And what are your questions? I will pull the cards. All right, my lovelies, we're going to start right down here, and I jump all over the place. Danielle, will the truth ever come out? Let's find out together. Now, remember, you guys, I am not a psychic. I don't play one on TV. I do not use spirit boxes. I do not talk to the dead. I am not a medium. Jesus is my Savior. I talk to God, which I believe we all need to do. Without a go-between, just directly talk to God. And that is what I do. So with that being said, let's go ahead and find out here. Will the truth ever come out? Yes. Something is going to be squashed. Ace of Cups, self-love. Somebody might take some self-love and speak up. But we do have the betrayal. And it's overkill. 10 swords in the back, right? 10 of swords, betrayal. And something dead done over with. Can't even make it up. Also, we have travel. This is that moving to calmer grounds. So moving away from Hurricane Island. Something's about to heat up in the kitchen. So we will eventually know the truth. Excellent. That right there allows me to blow on the embers of hope, as Annie Guthrie would say. Question, Carla Burgeon. Was Savannah's husband the mastermind? Allegedly. Remember, everything is for entertainment purposes only. For legality reasons. Was Savannah's husband, allegedly, according to the cards here? Oh. Was he the mastermind? Well, we have the shady deal. Definitely stuff being hidden. It's not sunlight, it's the night. You can't see that great at night. We have the moonlight. And we have two loyal dogs there that are barking at the moon, right? And we have the Ace of Pentacles. Aces are considered yes. This is the universe presenting you the answer. The hand coming from the cloud saying yes, and it's financial motivation. And this is defending how far you've come, You're defending yourself against a mob. And it's interesting. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the bottom. And then he's holding the 7th wand. That's a week, right? Wands are a week. So you definitely have this interesting dynamic with the moon and the pentacle. Here, this is like a self-love deal. And this is defending. So this is how this was being defended. But aces are yes. So highly likely would be the answers if we were to go by what the cards are saying. Let me switch this over to live chat so I can make sure I get everybody's question. That's right, Nikki. All amazing questions. Jan Funk, question. Does Savannah have her mom hidden in plain sight? Okay, so you're asking about plain sight. There's a difference here. So let's first ask if Savannah has Nancy hidden, allegedly. Or did she actually pass on the 4th of February? Is that why that dispatch call, Does Savannah, let's say it this way. First, let's find out if Savannah knows where Nancy is. Does Savannah know where Nancy is? We have the deceit, deceiver, the father of lies, Satan, the devil, toxic, confusion, toxic confusion, obsession, control, deceit, okay, all the cards are trying to come out at once, but walk away. She walked away from the house, according to this. This is the Eight of Cups. This is a journey. You go on and, you're dissatisfied with the cups that you have. You only got 8. You need 10 to make a set. So this person's on a journey, a different life journey. Bottom of the deck, payout. So this is paying somebody for an illusion. And there's the mother-child card, the past. I've known you since childhood, right? So we've got an illusion, a payout of the magician. This person is an illusionist, the magician. He does tricks for his living. And this is the payout card. You can see the beggars. They got their hands out. This guy's got the skills of justice. He's like, balance this out in my favor. And with that magician, you got the Six of Cups. I've known you since you were a kid. This is don't let anything in the past hold you back. This reminds me of the game, the kidnapping game at night that they played, right? As a child. All right, lovely. That was a great question. Thank you, Stephanie. Jennyville, question. Did SG Hub scrub NG into... Okay. There are so many, I just got to read it right. Question. Did Savannah's husband scrub Nancy's identity for Savannah? A lot of initials there. I couldn't even read it. Yeah, we had the betrayal. 10 swords in the back. The deceit, right? Betrayal. Whoa. Oh, we have the Page of Pentacle. This is a messenger that holds a clue. And. Okay. We're gonna, no. It'll come out. What's meant to will come out. Tower moment. So when this little lowball offer came in, so there must have been something where the husband, right? That's what you're asking. He felt betrayed, like this was a little offer. And it turned into a huge screw up. So something that he planned that was little, that was betrayal, something small turned into a mountain. And the foundation is ripped up and you can't go back. You can't fix this. So you're asking, was it scrubbed? Well, we have the home card. We have the intuition. We have Virgo energy, which is all about the health. Something went wrong with Nancy's health in this plan. Maybe it was just too much for her all. Did he scrub the internet of Nancy? Allegedly. That was the plan. 3 of Pentacles, the 2 architects with the builder and the blueprint. That was the plan. It's just to get this to go away. Yeah. Nancy's still doing good. She's doing, or at least she was at the time. I do believe there could have been something that went wrong here. The plan was to become self-efficient again. But something went wrong. And now this is the solo female. There's no Nancy and Savannah and Annie. This is just Savannah because we're talking about Savannah's husband. All right. Yeah, it was a stinky offer. It went bad. But it gave her the new beginning, the decision to regain the power. Swift action after the death to put the burdens down just to get this to go away. So there's definitely a contract. There's the contract renewed, and they're protecting how far they're coming to get victory. All right, let's continue. It appears that that would be highly likely as an answer. Highly likely. Excellent questions, you guys. All right, one more question, and then we're going to hand it over and let everybody get a chance to ask. Jackie, will Savannah be questioned by law enforcement? Highly doubtful, right? They're not even looking for Nancy, nor do they want us looking for Nancy. That tells you a little bit. I mean, face it, you guys. Her own church didn't even hold a prayer vigil for Nancy publicly. I think they just want this to go away. Okay. Will Savannah be questioned by the law? Oh. Stuck. Unlikely. That's stuck. That's stuck as Chuck. That is the Knight of Pentacle. That horse ain't budging. He isn't moving. That is a horse that is so slow that you're going to get bored watching it. You're going to be like, how about today? Anything? No. And the plan is to stall this out. The plan is to stall. This is the plan. 3 of Wands. He's made his choice. He's made his decision. His action is to stall. Stall this out. And everybody to walk away and abandon this. They just want this to go away. They know they want this to be stagnant. The plan is to just everybody abandon this. These people are on the 5 of Pentacles, abandoned. This is the orphanage, leave this behind. Bottom of the deck, truth spoken, King of Swords. Law wants you to leave this alone. This could be Sheriff Nanos. This is the lawman. That's stuck. 2 of Wands is also stuck. 3 of Wands is playing with an action. But when you get the Knight of Pentacle and then the 2 of Wands too, that's as stuck as you can get. And they want to take a self-cup of love and get a new perspective. That everybody's happy. We can move on, right? Because this was all staged and planted. But then something went wrong. So, no, this is not going to be questioning Savannah anytime soon. All right, you guys, let's do this real quick. We're going to turn it over to our subscribers as well. And, did I do it? Yep, there it is. Let's go ahead. I'll just scroll till I see the first kind of question. Stephanie, I did get your question before, and I know you have another one, but I want to try to get everybody to get a chance. So, question, is Nancy in hiding because of the island guy? Okay. Whoever the island guy, are you talking about Epstein? Is Nancy Guthrie in hiding because of Epstein, allegedly? Tower? She's not in hiding, y'all. There's something here. That tower could mean she actually has passed now. Conflict. The tower is conflict. Words were communication. Nobody was on the same page. And we have walking away. So I don't see it have anything to do with him. This was a tower moment all on its own compared to him. It was a betrayal. Somebody betrayed us about work. Somebody felt betrayed about their job. Maybe it was because they went on throat surgery and the next thing they know, they may not have a job. But they're looking for their happiness. And so that's why they planted this seed. Because of their own emotion, their own ego. King of Cups was obsessed with this star quality. I mean, you can't even make it up. Obsessed with stardom. Obsessed with being the spotlight, the light in the sky, being the one that mattered. Obsessed with it. And they were being laid to rest. The job was over because we've got the work, right? We've got that work right there. The job was over. Yeah. So, is Nancy in hiding because of Epstein? No, not according to the reading. I believe this was a psyops done with a public publicity. And what did I just knock down? The Chariot. That usually is pretty good confirmation. Cancer energy. The Chariot. This is winning. I mean, this is letting the Chariot take off on its own. This tells me God's going to let, the truth be known. That's what that feels like to me. All right, let's go down and see what else we have. Question. Hi, cat lady. And thank you for subscribing. Will the Guthrie family ever be separated? And questioned. Will the Guthrie family ever be separated? And questioned. Family's cleared, so according to Nanos. All right, will the family be separated and questioned? We have that's done and over. Family's clear. World card. Move along, right? We have a decision. And we have a new beginning. They've moved on. So it's the same thing. Go within, intuition, confusion, fighting to win at all costs. They'll protect themselves. Yeah, absolutely. They want victory. They'll cut whatever they got to out. They're going to win at all costs. So, no, the family has been cleared, which is, to me, not the way it should be, right? That's my opinion. Deborah Lewis, question, was Nancy's will changed before she disappeared? Was Nancy's will changed before she disappeared? Make sure and hit that like button, you guys. It helps me out so much. And that way I get to keep being the voice for the voiceless. We have payout. We have payout, 6 of coins. Interesting when it comes to her will, right? Was her will changed? There was a payout. She may have passed in the middle of all this psyops they were trying to pull. All right, so we have the Fool card, new beginning, right? To put the burdens down for the Emperor. So this tells me that there was money exchanged prior to Nancy's disappearance. Money somehow was exchanged prior. Am I right? Decision, Tower. This was unexpected. Somehow there's already been payouts. I would not be able to tell you how. We have a new beginning with they put their burdens down. They got the payout. New beginning, burdens down. And we have the control here. Aw, Sculpey. Thank you, lovely. Thank you for the $4.99. Snooper chat. Thank you, lovely. I need a drink. Good question, Deborah. I don't know if it was changed. There's a payout here. So I'll let you be the judge of that. Sasha Hedges, hello, lovely. How are you doing today? Let me clean out the deck here. We'll get the energy going. We'll give it a couple shuffles. What's your question? Is anyone going to be brought to justice for this? Well, I always tell you guys when we ask that, are you talking about in the material plane or are you talking about spiritually? If you're talking about the material plane, we kind of already got that answer, but we'll go ahead and take it. But spiritually, it balances out through karma. Will anyone be brought to justice for this? Stuck. Same answer as before. No, this is not going to be resolved in that way, but it will come at a different angle. Something will come to the children and to the one that set this all in motion, we'll call it. Ace of Pentacle. Justice will come in a different way. And it could be that they can't get a hold of the money they're used to. This is holding back money. Like the universe is saying, you cut your money supply. This is a yes saying money, but this is saying restriction of money. Bad things could happen if the angels don't like what's going on. Archangel Michael, protector of the innocents. And when you look, I feel like that's the devil back here. We got that tower moment trying to peek out at us. So I don't feel that it's going to be justice in the way that we see it. But indeed, there will be some restriction in some way that is technically justice through spirituality. Hi, John Eller. Question, why FBI could not figure out the SC is involved allegedly? I think you mean SG. Why did the FBI not figure out that SG is involved? This person would like to know. Not saying she is, but Nine of Cups, looks like they already know. Is that why they released the Porch perp? Look at this, it's bent. There's a message. They got message about this. Somebody is talking. King of Cups is talking. This would say they already know. They know about the betrayal. They know about the payout. They know about the home situation and the legacy and the money. And they know that Nancy passed away or that there was some, in this psyops or this publicity stuff, allegedly, that something went wrong. King of Swords, the law knows. King of Wands, the lovers, the pact, the children, the angel, they know. Maybe they can't prove it. Maybe they can't prove it. Hello, Lori Smith. Question, how did they fake video proof of Savannah in New York that night? Do you have her on video? Anybody know how they had video? Because I've never heard that she was on video. Sorry, Lori, I can't answer that because we don't know that that's true. Carla Burgeon. Question, was Nancy's clothes in the boxes they brought out of the house allegedly? What was Nancy's clothes in the boxes that got brought out of the house? Are you talking about the ones Tomato had brought? Okay. We have an exchange. We have a payout. We have something collected there. Law. We have a payout for law and communication. The tower. The plan. I'm not necessarily seeing clothes. So this is part of, okay, something that, whatever that was unexpected that happened, they had to take a different plan of action. This is a change in plans. That's why they had to take something out of the house. It's a change in plans. We have the King of Pentacles. This is like this scrubber energy. This is somebody that has been there forever. They're kind of stagnant. I don't know. This is paying out and this is loss. So you tell me. I don't know that answer. I didn't get a clear answer on that. Sorry, lovely. Gail Hake. Question, is Dominic Evans involved in the kidnapping of Nancy? Is Dominic Evans involved in the kidnapping of Nancy Guthrie? We have plan. Yeah, he's part of the plan. Maybe he's to make it seem like it came from an outside source. So we have Three of Wands. That's the plan. Swift action. He took swift action, like impulsive. But he also is following orders. The Knight of Swords doesn't take action without the King and the Queen telling them to. They follow orders. So this is definitely Dominic Evans is swift action of orders. And the plan was swift action strength. I don't know. I'm not getting clear answers today. I've got this Team in the Inner Beast. It doesn't even say that Dominic Evans was really... It does say something about plan, but it doesn't mean that he took part. It could be that he was part of, the distraction. I don't know why we have this Knight of Swords, this swift action. The Queen of Wands, power struggle with the Sun. Again, I'm stumped, and that's rare. That's twice in the same reading, and that never happens. So I am unclear. I am unclear on that. Vanilla, hello, lovely question, and welcome back. Will FBI step in once Banana Nanos is let go? They can't step in, they have to be invited. So we are going to have to find out if the new sheriff allows the FBI to step in. Will the new sheriff allow FBI to take over? It's looking like he'll work with them. It looks like there'll be a lot more communication. It also looks like they'll work close together. Eight of Wands is a lot of communication. Queen of Swords is lawyer, is truth. It is, upright. We have the Knight of Cups and we have the Queen of Cups, which is very interesting. Not divine counterparts. The King of Cups would be the divine counterpart. This looks like the new sheriff will work for truth with FBI. They will have a functioning relationship. It will be an improvement. We definitely have them both offering up cups to each other. So you have the Knight of Cups offering to the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is the seer, the one that knows, is offering information back. So they're exchanging cups in a sense. On this side you have a queen, on this side you have a queen. So there's a lot of court cards right here, but this is telling me that they are going to partner up and have a lot of communication with the new sheriff. Excellent questions. You guys are rocking the house, I'm telling ya. Oh, yay! I got a new order. Aw, Joan R. Thank you, lovely. What did you order? I'm just curious. I always like to know what somebody orders. I get excited. All right, let's get our next question up. Nanette. Was Porch perp a female? Excellent question. I think I'm going to give you the go. I love this question. Was the Porch perp a female? Let's find out together. Oh, beautiful earrings and lotion. Thank you so very, very much, Joan. I will ship that out to you tomorrow. All right, let me get back onto chat, and thank you again, Joan. Appreciate you very much. Remember, you can get free shipping just by putting in free shipping in the promo code, all right? Okay, where'd chat go? We're back on. Here we go, question. Whoa, it went black for a minute. Was Porch perp a female? Hey, Mystery Diva, good to see you. Okay, we've shuffled everything out of the cards. Was the Porch perp a female? We have the Fool, new beginning, traveling light with a backpack, right there. Okay, what do we got? The Star, that's a yes, that's attention, that is getting the spotlight on. We have the Messenger, that's bringing a coin, making an offer. The Messenger's making, what was that? And the King of Wands, power. Queen of Pentacles could be Nancy's house, right? The decision of Nancy. There you go, the Empress. Queen of Swords to the Emperor. That's court cards with payout. Self-couple of Ace, yes. Ignore. All right, you guys, this looks like a female to me. The Fool, and I mean, I'm going to put my hand like that so she ain't naked, right? But you get it. That's a female, obviously. I'm just saying. And it's all about the attention, the Star. You can see this is the ring cam, right? And camera, spotlight on the female. Yes, I do believe that we are dealing with a female. That was a great question. All right. JCAZ. Q. Did the family stage the crime scene? Whoop, whoop, whoop. You got it going on. Let's see. Did the family stage a crime scene? We have the Sun. That's the yes. That's a hard yes. That's clear. That is like you can see it. You can see it loud and clear. That's clarity. That's also this new beginning, right? The Sun. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar. Okay, here we go. Did the family allegedly stage the crime scene? Truth and power. Aries energy here. Queen of Swords could be I'm picking up Libra. I'm picking up Gemini. You definitely have 2 court cards here. And you have the Sun. You have major arcana with truth in the middle. This can be law. This can also be truth. And this is saying absolutely according to the cards. So highly likely that the family staged the crime scene according to the reading, allegedly. Wolfka. All right, let's see who else. How are we doing on time? We're doing all right. Let me see who hasn't had a chance to ask a question. Miss Daly, question. Did you know Savannah will be the new host of a game show? Yes, I did. I heard it is based on Wordle. It was mentioned on our Aussie Breakfast TV this morning. Correct, lovely. Thank you, Missy. Absolutely true. All right, Joan Recker, question. Will Porch Guy be prosecuted? Well, okay. You say Porch Guy. How do you know it's a guy? Let's ask. Let's start there, all right, Joan? All right, love, here you go. Is Porch person in the mask on Nancy Guthrie's porch, we've already been told it was a female through the Naked Star card. Is it a girl? Page of Swords, get curious, look into it deeper. That is education, that is seeing something for what it is. We have the plan is stuck. We have the Magician, there's an illusion here that's chaotic. So, will Porch Guy be prosecuted? We started off saying, is this a female? There's an illusion here. That's the problem. There's an illusion. It's a female, Queen of Cup. The illusion is that it's a Knight of Wand. But the truth is, and that's the truth, is the Queen of Cup. Yeah. It's a female. And let's ask, will the Porch female, according to the reading, be prosecuted? Will the female Porch person be prosecuted? Law. We have the lawman. There could mean the prosecution is confused. They are confused about that. They may still see it as a guy. Okay, I'm not going to take all of it because, well, I can. Yes, eventually there will be prosecution, but it could be a while. But I do have a new beginning. We have payout to somebody very close. We have an exchange of energies here. Very close, partner up, contract, partner up. Could be spouse. We have the Queen of Wands, power, staged, dirty, King of Wands. With that Ace of Wands, it tells me that eventually there will be something that happens, but I kind of feel like they're going to go for a patsy, right? This is the person that was on the porch, but they really aren't. The red herring, the fall guy. Are they going to grab a fall guy to play the part? We have 6 of Cups, something from childhood. Destiny. Was stuck. Interesting. We definitely have the Inspector card here, looking at it, saying this shit is staged. Messenger. Communication, laying this to rest because there was a teller moment. They think this was staged. So I didn't get quite the answer clearly that I would have liked. But as far as will the Porch Guy be prosecuted, I'm not seeing it. I keep getting the stuck card because it's actually not the right person will be prosecuted. The right person will not, the correct person will not be. Leanne, hello, question. Where did she put Nancy? Sorry, sweetie, I can't do where. This is energy reads, which is tarot. And unless, I have like a card in here that says, McDonald's on the side street of Lexingworth, and that be where Nancy, you know what I'm saying? If Nancy's in New York, I don't have a New York card. I'm not psychic, so I don't have a way to share with you that. If we did a pendulum reading, that would be a lot easier. So sorry, Leanne, I can't do location. And also, we don't get a timestamp with tarot. We can tell you the energies, though. Is this Porch person transgender? Thank you, Midnight Moon. Is the Porch person transgender? Somebody that knows Nancy really, really well. And they're married. They're a married person. And they may be satanic. They definitely are obsessed. They may be worshiping not so cool. We have that page stuck. I'm not seeing that they're transgender. I don't have anything that says yes. I do have that they are definitely married, showing me two different genders, right? Opposite sex here. And then we have opposite sex here again, that they're chained to. So this person's married, and they're chained to this person. That's why they've got the married card. So this person is not transgender, but they are toxic as fudge. They've got the father of all lies. They've pulled some deceit off. They have caused a lot of problems with that devil card. All right, let me see. We'll ask one more question for today. Let me come up here. Sha-la-la-la-la. I love your name. Question, was Nancy Guthrie kidnapping to call out nanus? What? Question, was Nancy Guthrie kidnapping to call out nanus? I don't even understand the question. Was Nancy Guthrie kidnapped to call out nanus? No. It was to stop something, to get a new beginning. Something had died, ended, could be the career of Savannah, right? And they wanted to put the scales back in their favor. We have justice here. You can see that as a judge. Look, it was betrayal. It was betrayal of law. Death card. They wanted their own satisfaction on a contract. Could be work-related. Yeah, work-related. I do not feel this had anything to do with nanos that way. At least that's not what the cards are saying. This is showing me that this was more about this person's career was over. And they wanted it. They felt that they belonged, that was already theirs. They shouldn't have lost it. They felt betrayed. Yeah. They wanted to give everybody a new perspective. So, we got judgment, right? The world card, the Hierophant, it's all there. Did I say one more, or did I say one more after that? Let's go to the bottom here. See who hasn't asked a question yet. Dee Dee Jones, hello, lovely question. Does Savannah know Luke? I can't even talk today. It's about time for Mama to be done. Does Savannah know Luke Daly? Personally, we'll say, because I'm sure she's heard of him. Does Savannah personally know Luke Daly? We have a stinky offer. So there was an offer. Something stinky, not cool, not kosher. All right, what's that? We have the page in reverse, hidden communication, a hidden offer again. So we have a hidden offer. Oh, and swift action. Knight of Swords. Queen of Wands. So this is telling me that there may have been others in between, because we have all these people. So we do have the Queen of Wands, which is the controller, right? The queen on the throne. We have swift action of hidden communication by someone. So she talks to someone who talks to someone who talks to someone. So we'd be looking at indirect contact of about 3 other people, according to the read. Maybe even 4. Knight of Cups, the offer. And it was like telephone games. Something went awry. All right, my lovelies. I enjoyed that reading together with you very much. You guys asked absolutely the best questions. You always ask better questions than I do, that's for sure. You have been incredible and amazing. I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for giving me an A+ there with YouTube every single week, because you always do, and it floors me. I'm always like, oh my gosh, because you show your love in so many beautiful ways. Maybe you shop in the store, so that way it supports our channel and allows me to continue to do the voice for the voiceless and provide a platform for you to have a voice as well. You are very important. You are vital in this case. And on all the cases that we work, I rely on your input a lot. And I want to say thank you so incredibly much for all the hypes that you do after the lives. And you go to the community page, you're going to scroll over past the live button, past the video button, the shorts. You'll see hype. Hype it up. All right, my loves. Now keep in mind, this week we have our deck party on Wednesday where we give something away free. And this week I'm going to give away my hat, right? I have clean hair, don't worry. But this hat is going to be somebody's. So I'm excited. I hope it's you. You'll have to tune in to be the winner. All right, my lovely. So with that being said, I really pray for the truth to be revealed in the Nancy Guthrie case. And everything that I brought to you is just to stir your brain. I'm not trying to convince you. I'm not saying everything I share is factual. I'm saying this is what the cards say. I've shared with you on the first live today a lot of vital information. And so make sure and check that out. It is indeed a very interesting live that we started off with. It explains so much about what was happening the week to even 10 days before Nancy was reported missing, and how things changed so quickly. It's going to leave you to have your mind open enough to discern the truth for yourself. I love you to the moon and back, and I will see you again very soon. Thank you so very, very much.
From the dust I was born, to the dirt I shall return. When my eyes are closed, in the shadows, my enemies will think they won, but I am here to stay. Destiny will overcome, no, I am not afraid. Like a phoenix in the night, my soul will rise from the darkness to